Twitch didn't update again. It now actually tells me in chat when the ad is on. Before I had to always have the ad manager up. Though I'm assuming it doesn't let me do anything else. It probably just tells me ad break ends and so and so. But it probably doesn't let me like snooze the ads or start it early. Anywho, hello. I have a bit of a headache. But that's kind of the last couple of days, hence why I haven't streamed. But I want to stream tonight because it looks like I won't be doing game night with the boys tomorrow. So I figure I'll either do a stream tomorrow or I'll just do a long stream on Saturday as the finale. Also, I have tangled up the chain for my Sage thing. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? Hello? Hi. Hi. Give me a second. How did that happen? I don't put it on for a second and it tangles. I've never seen chains tangle. All right. There we go. Perfect. And at that point, then I'm gonna just put it on, because hell if I'm gonna deal with not being able to put this goddamn thing up. Wait, what am I doing? Yes, this way. And then I do this, and I put it around. I remember how to put on necklace. I definitely put on necklaces my entire life. You know, as a kid, because of my West Indian, my Jamaican, that's horrified me. Hey, second, thank you very much for the 22 months, 3 whole years. Jesus Christ. That scared the shit out of me. What I love, is this backwards? No. Yay. Can't even see it because my camera's small. Growing up in a Jamaican ass household, at some point I had chains. At some point I had necklaces, like a whole, like at least 4. No goddamn clue where any of them are at. Canceling my subscriptions, you made cut. Yeah. Then we found out I'm allergic to. Damn. That is how that would go, isn't it? Though. You don't stop wearing them until something health related pops up. It's like I can't wear them. Why? I get a rash, man. So. What was I about? Oh, that's what I was about to do. Yeah, because I saw that shit out the corner of my eye. I saw that the feed was acting funky. I need to refresh it. I'm gonna die. Okay, see you later, second. Thank you for stopping by. That should fix. I think all I have to do is refresh the feed and that's fine. I have to check this like every other stream just to see if make sure the feed isn't falling apart. But hey, at least it's an easy fix. Yeah, okay, that looks like it's working now. At least it's an easy goddamn fix. Oh, replace them with bracelets. My mom was just telling me what they call bracelets. And I was like, you're lying. What was it called? Like choppa something? And I'm just staring at her. It's like, stop, please. No, I refuse. Okay, right. So we're back. It's back to Sidequest time. Today is all nothing but Sidequest. And we got hit up quite a few things. Before I actually just immediately go to the worlds and just start stabbing things for these side quests, I need to first double check. Oh, actually first I need to up the volume on my thing. Then second is we're gonna head to my room and read my letters. Because we gotta get those side quests going.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Your face is awfully thin this days. Oh. Oh. Alright. What we got on the reading table? What do we got? Captain Doris. Is that the only one? Yes. I completed the other one. You know what? While we're here, let's have us a read. About the other day. I'll have you know I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one. Not even my mother. You won't soon catch me doing the like again. So if it pleases your lordship, we can both forget about the whole damn thing. The Sid I chose to follow all them years ago is gone, and there ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. But his legacy, that lives on. And you and everyone else here at the hideaway, sure as the sky is blue, at least I think it's still blue. As long as it is, I'll be right here where you can count on me. Thanks, Otto. Camel. I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past. But thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put the rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Lovely. Duty! Oh! Oh! My Lord Marquise, in your absence shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. Aw. She's a very nice lady. Alright, what's up here? Yo, what up, Cole? Sir, I and the other curse breakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest her recent investigations have visited upon her, Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply. Alright?
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
I will not prioritize it. We have 500 things to do. There will be no prioritizing. And I might as well finish reading up. Clive, there's but one crystal left needs cracking, and but one man who can do it. See that you don't miss. Thanks, man. Eloise, it's hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs. Watering the what? You watered the chocobo? What? Yeah, he is not, and is everything I can do not to fall to my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together, so as long as I still have the caravans, he will ever be with me. And I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in life. That's what I chose. Or what I choose. Starting, oh, hey, Quentin. Also, I'm gonna little tip. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you've done for Lost Wing. So in lieu of my awkward remerciements, man can't be using these big words on me. I shall be sending several barrels of next year's season's vintage. I can only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. Great, he's now become a big pompous wine man. Good for him. He moved on from murder. And now he sells wine by the barrel. Alright. Well, with all of that taken care of, we can now actually just move our asses into all these locations. Alright, let's zoom out a bit. Yes. Okay, yeah, let's start at Martha's Rest, and then we'll make our way over here, and I guess we'll teleport down to Hawk's Cry, and then walk up to that. Alright. Making plans. Making plans. Which also means that this is going to be the... Jaxnos talks about damn near anything and everything besides the video game. The stream. As we just get our nonsense done, you know?
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh?
Also, watch as I pay half attention to everything as usual.
How some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked.
Are they not paying rent?
Now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay, I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo
Oh shit, I'm
pens.
right.
I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals.
Is that how that village is gonna turn up?
You might help me with, if it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
I think I know the perfect place. If it's not covered in ether.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Where the Builderman
I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
or Eastpool.
Eastpool.
Oh god.
It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have.
So we're gonna repopulate
What's done
Eastpool.
is done.
Okay.
And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
That makes more sense. All the houses are already there.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry.
I was thinking of where the carpenter,
Bastards they are
like
too.
where the
I
S
guess some
hunt
good men
was
wear
behind that like rundown
Send
village.
someone to clear 'em out
That was like
sooner,
a
if
shack.
My boys didn't already have their hands
I thought
full
they were gonna be
with
like
the Akashic.
montage
Now we've
skip.
got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say?
And then all of a sudden that whole
Fancy
place
leading
is
a
built by a
raiding
single
party?
carpenter. Ooh, look at him go.
Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
Let's go stab some
I
bandits.
will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
Of course.
Yeah, that one can go up front. So, in terms of my nonsense conversation, I started.
Then.
Ooh,
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
is okay. I was about to say, is Gav with me? Because they weren't in there, so I was like, is the crew even here with me? How the hell? No, well, wait.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
I started watching Black Mirror,
Lord Rossfield.
and by started watching, I mean
spoke with
latest
Martha.
season.
She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
They make some good television.
It was mostly her idea.
Black Mirror is now
Fear my men have
literally
been
just
treading on
new
her toes
Twilight Zone.
since joining us, not to mention each other's.
And since
And then there are the
actual
bears,
new Twilight
who
Zone
found
with
the
Jordan
courage to flee
Peele,
their masters
like
and
just
sought refuge here.
ate it super
We
hard.
need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can
I think the Black Mirror creators saw that and said, "Oh, we could just scoop up that mantle."
That's
Ooh,
very kind of
wait,
I'd be most grateful if you would.
because as I've been seeing people point out, the last season is like the most.
So,
There's 2 episodes here to remind you that Black Mirror is a suggestion towards technology,
And rather less, thankfully.
and then the rest of the episodes are just Twilight Zone episodes. It's like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, cool.
A small force
There's
will
literally a
suffice to
monster
clear the village.
episode,
But if the Akashic were to follow them,
like a
that force
Universal
could end up
Studios
trapped
monster
between rock
episode.
And a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself.
The Akashic
Yeah,
are
you
the
can.
bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Yeah, also I'm leaving you to the worst.
If you're sure.
The
I shall
worst
summon
option.
my men at once.
Shall I
For
wait?
some reason, Clive is like,
No need, my lord.
nah, Wade, you can handle the zombies. I'm gonna take care of the regular
You
men.
at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
I ain't trying to sully my shoes today. I ain't too tired for that. Alright. So Eastpool. I love that this... Obviously the obelisk would still be standing, but I love that it's actually still a teleport. For some reason, I was expecting them to say, nah, it doesn't work. Stop that. I haven't played since Sunday. Let's see how these hands be gaming. Yo, what up, hoes?
Kill them! You will leave this place or face the consequences.
I pressed the wrong button. Continue to press the wrong button. You know what? No, he's erased. He's erased. You couldn't save that one. Where's the other healer? What's coming next? No, it's not. Never is. A flan? It looks like a pollution one too. 2 scoops.
It goes to.
Damn. Damn.
Nice try.
I deserve that. You're right.
Well done, Toggle.
Well, that's several different spells happening there. I just realized. I just realized Joshua gave me like a thing. He gave me like a little a phoenix ball, like a phoenix flame ball. I wonder what that is. But anyhow. But yeah, no, it's been great. Return of Black Mirror. I'm very happy with it. But I don't think I've ever felt like a season of Black Mirror was bad, including their interactive story movie thing. What is that called? Bandersnatch? I like all of it, so. You okay over there, Eva? Am I being too loud, hon? You want to sleep? No? Yeah, go back to sleep. My cat's staring at me like I'm being a belligerent asshole. Which I guess in her case, she's like, man, you haven't streamed in 2 days. It's been peaceful in here. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
It's a flan.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
It's a flan, Wade.
Though I expect you and the Guardians
They're very
will be up to the
flanny.
challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart
Yeah,
immediately.
before any other
Leave
sludge
it with
people
me,
come
my
in.
lord.
I think I might change out my skills again.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashic in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
There you go.
Of
Bring
course.
back the page.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Okay, that's good at
Nice to
least.
see Eastpool alive and kicking again, eh?
Yeah.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
A renewal of this place. That's good. That's good. Slightly bittersweet, but a happy ending nonetheless. Alright. I don't know why this renewal, like people moving into this place that was desecrated and demolished by like a literal massacre. I don't know why in my head that made me think of a ghost story. Like the movie where, I don't know if it's old now. It's an older movie. Ben Affleck's brother, right? That's Casey Affleck is like the husband in that. And then a ghost story occurs, and it's a very weird movie. But it's also pretty fucking cool. I like the concept of it.
There you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done.
It's very art house.
Shape-shifting nightmare showing up.
To the point where they were showing it in theaters in the format they shot it in, which was some fucking old ass film reel. That's like, why did you even still own this?
What will you call
They
it?
probably recorded it on some of the last bit of film that was ever produced in that format.
Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that
Like, it
place.
wasn't just on a Super 8. It was on some old-timey ass camera and film that's not in
Why say that?
production anymore.
Well, something
So it's
along
like,
those lines.
that film is some of the last
Anyway,
bit that
poor
was ever
soul
shot
might
on
make it
that.
to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need.
Oppenheimer's the first time I'm watching a full 70mm. Oh yeah, right.
No, thank you.
The movie that requires
Help
IMAX.
us.
I wanted to.
Yeah, man, I just help because I want to, and also because of the reputation points. You can't forget the reputation points. I'm rich. All right. Oh, god damn it, Martha. I'm getting rid of... Oh, don't you see I'm getting rid of Sidequests?
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd
No,
like
you-
you to take
what?
something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food.
How
I'll
about
keep
plant this
providing
seed
them
in
with
your...
whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late.
I was thinking
Wade's
about
putting a
that.
brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if
Like,
he's likely to share
in the
those concerns
fields
with
just
anyone,
outside
it's
Eastpool,
you.
you can see the ether floods. So it can be good.
Alright.
Rekindling the flame too.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to.
Oh my god, a follow-up.
That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazelle
My-
Greens.
Not
Oh, is
much
Clive
to
learning
look
about
for
Gazal
in crop,
Greens?
I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole.
I'm sorry?
Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
We're eating the chocobo feed, baby.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Is Oppenheimer like this sounds weird to say, the largest, like, in actual physical attribute for a movie screen? Or like yeah, because I said that in such a weird fucking way. Is Oppenheimer the first movie to actually utilize all of that space? Because I know there's an argument to be made that, because obviously those IMAX screens exist freaking. But the 70mm is in reference to the fact that, yeah, there's been other movies. Oh, okay. Like Avatar 2 or Avatar 1 even. Yeah. It's just not a lot of them that like utilize that. It's like, no, you need to see this in IMAX. Oh, the entirety of Dune used the whole screen. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I watched Dune at home. The first time I watched Dune was on streaming, so I didn't know what the movie theater experience was like. Dark Knight used it very frequently. Because I saw Dark Knight in the theaters, right? I think I did. Or was it at Dark Knight Rises? But Dark Knight Rises would have done it, right? The opening scene with the bank robbery. I remember the opening scene, but if I saw it in theaters, I literally can't tell you if I remember like the changing of my brain broke. Not resolution. You know what I mean. All right. 16:9, 4:3, yada yada. After the Batman logo, the shot slowly opened up to the full IMAX screen as it panned over the buildings. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think too, because I'm sure it's very impressive, but I think what occurs as well is that, especially, I'm pretty sure I saw Dark Knight in the theater. So I just don't remember it, or I didn't see it in IMAX. Probably both. But what also happens is that watching it on TV, like, just makes my brain erase any previous viewings of it, which is sad. I know that the exact example I'm thinking of. Okay, hold on. I'm muted. .343/1. Aspect ratio. Those are the words that I just forgot. Yeah, okay, the opening. Yeah. Gotcha. I remember that. Okay. And see, because in my brain, what I was just now remembering was not, and I forget, the Hunger Games, not the first one, the second one, which I think is what's it called? Scorching Fire or some nonsense? Because Mockingjay is the two-parter. That's the third and fourth movie. Whatever the second Hunger Games movie is, it's in that one that they do the same thing. It may have come out around the time of Dark Knight, or like right after, because I think people pointed towards that as like oh, look at these motherfuckers doing the same thing. I'm pretty sure it's not in the first one. Maybe I'm just bloody stupid. TM. Trademarked me. Stupid. Bloody. I love how I'm press the goddamn video game.
Lord Rossfield.
Regardless, as she's entering the cornucopia, like the screen is slowly changing aspect ratio. Like the entire movie up to that point is shot within I guess that's 16 by 9, but then like with the bars up top and bottom, and then as she's going up the elevator towards the battleground, it opens up. Was one of the early examples, 0708, and then a good number of movies for. Okay, yeah, so that's why I'm pretty sure it was the second Hunger Games movie, because I think the first one came out at the same time as Dark Knight. We'd have to look that up real quick, and the second one came out after, like 2 or 3 years after. So it's like, I see you. You were like, ooh, I like that trick.
These are Gizal green
Replicate
seeds.
on Blu-ray by doing 21 by 9 to 16 by 9.
Strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might.
My
be able
cat
to
wants
revive
freedom.
the old wheat fields,
BRB.
but they'd long since gone to seed. Only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather them
Let's
in the
do it.
square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Let's do it.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now.
It's gonna be 5 million of them.
To hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that
It's gonna
myself
be
and the Guardians
1,000
might be able to
heartless.
defend the village, but
Now you're out of time.
precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may...
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
Don't baby them.
You're right, my lord.
You gotta let them actually be able to live life.
Appeal to them.
Like, literally, you help them on their feet. And you give them the tools to be prosperous on their own. But you gotta let them use the tools.
I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for.
Oh, hey, Martha.
Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, Are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
He was waiting for a moment to have a Braveheart speech. Waiting. Freedom!
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword.
Yeah, yeah, girl. Get in there.
I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
Yeah, yeah.
For Eastpool!
For Eastpool! Look at these Unreal Engine asset people getting excited.
Thank you, Martha.
What a rousing speech.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well,
let me fight.
If it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians.
Am I actually
bearers,
gonna
and
run
guards
around?
from the rest? These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first.
What's the defense gonna be in the middle of the village?
Through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing.
And then?
Mark, that point will be the village square. The perfect place
Gotcha.
for our most able warriors.
And then
to
just
surround
take them out because they're not smart enough to actually rally
and for
around.
you and I to finish them off.
Yeah.
A sound plan.
Okay.
But one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat.
That ain't me, baby.
Say you have both in abundance, Wade. But you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do.
I'm not gonna blame him for it.
together.
This man loves
Everyone
swinging
playing
his
their part.
axe. Loves it.
Shielding the other
It's
that
like,
no man
what?
might fall.
You wanna take away my...
Eastpool might live on.
You wanna take this moment away from me?
For Rosaria!
Those sweet bludgeoning kills upon the blade of my axe.
No time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
I've been seeing a bunch of Ben Sar interviews pop up in my YouTube feed that I haven't watched, but they're increasingly becoming cuter because first it was like a couple podcasts that he's been on. Ben Sar is the VA for Clive, if that's not clear. But the last one that popped up on my feed was, I think, a month ago, 416. Oh.
And here it comes.
He spoke with Yoshi P and another dev.
We won't.
But it was like, aw. Yeah. Yeah.
You're finished.
Damn, I grab you out of the air? My bad.
You're finished.
Oh, uh-oh. Damn. I'm gonna hold it. I was gonna use the special. Oh shit. Hold on. No, let me. Give me a second, guys. Give me a moment. No? Shit. I didn't notice that before now. I need that chest. Not the bird. This is... I've taken them away from the square like an idiot. I blocked by accident and it was the perfect time to block. Anyway. If only I could reach.
It's over.
Damn. Oh, okay. I thought there was gonna be another wave, so I held on to my Titan ability. Oh no. Oh no. It was done.
That's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic
There we
Kernel
go.
has been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their
Oh,
direction.
an Akashic Kernel.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No, let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord.
Yeah, I'll go stab that girl. Didn't even give him a chance. Didn't even give him a chance to salute. Oh, what have I become? Yes, that is the ride. We must ride on. Oh, I forgot that I haven't done any of the other trials. I haven't even completed the one trial I was doing.
I might not know what.
I probably should have done that. But after this stream, we're full steam ahead on Endgame, so that's a no. That's your big no. If you don't move your ass out of my goddamn way.
You're finished.
I'm thinking of seeing Barbie.
Get him.
I'm very excited to see the Barbie movie. All right. It was over here somewhere, right? Oh, Curly! Curly. Oh, found you.
There it is.
All right, homie.
With me.
How you want to do this? Oh, I see. That's how you want to do it. Fair. So we can do it like that as well. Oh. Can't see you. You know what? Fair enough. I'm just gonna be bad at the video game for a second. Did I beat the game? Yes. As you can see. No, I haven't beaten the game yet.
Nice try.
Today is Sidequest Day. I didn't stream the last 2 days, otherwise I probably could have beaten it already. I love how loud the music gets. Yeah, I could have beaten it earlier this week, but I took the last 2 days off streaming because I had a bad headache, which is still kind of there from work. It's all from work.
Back to Eastpool.
But I was like, I don't want to keep putting this off because I do want to finish the game before going on vacation. So that way, when I get back, I can immediately get prepared to play Armored Core and get my shit rocked for 3 months. You know?
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool.
Your mouth didn't move. I saw that. This man's telepathic.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us.
It's so unfortunate that what's happening in my brain is currently happening. Ever since that scene with Eloise and Theo, where I was like, they did a second pass on this, because this is not supposed to be an expensive cutscene, but it has the expensive lip sync. Like it was this type of cutscene, but their lip sync was impeccable. I was like, somebody screwed up the scheduling on what gets a second pass or not,
This village isn't gonna rebuild
and gave this $2 budget cutscene $500,000 lip sync. I just said, I was like, ah. And ever since, whenever it's one of the lower budget cutscenes, it just sticks out, and I'm like, wow, their lips were moving so perfectly.
On the bearer's plight. And I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
Do we have proof of
I shall
this?
remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade.
Is really? Why?
should be proud,
Don't.
all
Not
the
East
same.
Pudlian.
I'll
Please.
have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support?
Damn, we already an hour in.
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, ain't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Word, this started with me just coming here with fucking chocobo feed.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together?
Count the marble.
Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
I mean, literally, how could he forget? It was followed by the death of his dad,
forget.
and assumably his brother at the time.
Facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
Fuck it, make Wade the Lord of Rosaria. Screw
Do
it.
my best.
Yeah, get in there. You do that, Wade. Good work, man. All right. We'll talk to her in a second. I think I'm closer to doing that other side quest than I am returning to... Nope, I lied. Back to Martha's Rest. All right. I wonder how much he's gonna pay me. $5 million? $10 million?
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid.
Were you the inspiration?
I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me.
Were you the inspiration, Martha?
He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Oh, it does tell me. Oh, perfect.
We both wanted the same thing. To
Sorry.
make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right
I now get
around the
ad
time
break
Elwyn
warnings
became
in the
Archduke?
chat instead of having to have ad
I
manager
saw how
open.
he tried to change
And it
things.
even lets me snooze from the chat
Certainly
as
didn't
well.
lack for
So.
ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye.
I feel like I still don't
we
have
don't
real
manage
proof
it,
that your daddy was
who was
about
there
that
to come
abolitionist
after us?
life. Clive.
Thing we've
I'm
got
very
few
happy he has a
half-decent
wonderful
swords waiting in the wings, eh?
view of his daddy.
It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
But
Anyway,
his dad
let's
was
scattering. Better
king
get
of
back to
Rosaria
work.
for a bit,
Let's see about
right?
Making everyone some dinner, shall
At
we?
least for as long as he
Least the
was
folks who
alive,
say
which was
Eastpool deserves a hot
15-ish
meal.
years.
And you and me ain't gonna save the world.
Yeah, he
on
was
an empty
15 in the
stomach neither.
prologue.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
So, like, there were still bearers in the kingdom being enslaved and getting fucked up. Like, in Rosaria, they were getting rocked. We literally run across a dude who we know was getting whooped because he dropped the apples. And obviously, I know there's things where it's like he might have been trying to do things to make it a better life for them overall, whereas he couldn't like stop like things here and there. But it feels very much like, I guess what I'm saying is like, I don't think your dad was about that abolitionist life. He was very much like a, oh, it'd be lovely if they could live their own lives. Are you going to do anything about it? No, no. That's fine. No, no, it's fine. I sure hope they're free one day. You could start freeing some of them. No, no. No, that would upset the status quo, and we don't want that. We're trying to make buddy-buddy with the Empire right now, and they fucking love killing their bearers. They love it. Yeah, no, but Daddy was a cool dude. I just, every time they talk about, it's like, my dad would be so proud to see this when it comes to anything about freeing the bearers. I'm like, yeah, because he's a good guy, right? Like, because he's a good man, he'd be like, oh, that's so awesome they be freed. But it didn't seem like he took a step towards it. Granted, yeah, oh yeah, that is true too. He did only become king because his dad died, because Grandpa died. So maybe he was ruling. And back then, medieval terms, fucking video game. In medieval terms, 15 years isn't that long of a rule. Maybe he couldn't get a lot done in 15 years. Seeming like he was, what, 40 at most? I'm going to assume that he was 40-ish. Annabella was probably in her 30s or something. Or like older 20s. Yeah. Yeah.
We've got a few
Actually, Annabella might have been like 25 tops, actually, if I really think about it. It would also explain how after 18 years, like, she didn't age. Maybe she has good skin routine. You know, being an evil bitch can really, like, give you wonderful pores. No blackheads whatsoever. That's why there's so many evil people. Because as many people that are pieces of shit turn into like horrible trolls, there are others who go the route of like Ursula when she steals Ariel's youth. As see, it can work for you. It's a flip of the coin. You never know. Try being evil for a second, see if it clears up your skin. You gotta try it out. Gotta give it a look. Kick a baby carriage over. You never know. That might just clear up all that acne in a second. All right. She was all about that breeding life. She wouldn't shut up about it. My royal blood. Oh, yeah. God. Now that I've rewatched that scene like 3 different times because of watching people play that part. One, it clarified for me a bit more on like why she was so scared and slit herself.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart.
Yeah.
Yote mentioned blood red petals.
Wow, it's the same dudes, but now they're Akashic. But it also gave me a chance.
I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Damn. I knew I was gonna get hit in that too. That's unfortunate. Why did I do that?
Too slow.
By the way, ad break. Stonewart. Stonewart. Hello, Stonewart. Where are you? Where are you? Oh yeah, Joshua was the one person she had no way to oh, there it is. She had no way to justify her actions too, so only escape at that point was with a knife. Yeah, like as I was rewatching, yeah, that's what I was trying to get to before I got into the fight, was that I realized that
That should do it. Let's get these back.
It wasn't at first, like my brain was like, oh, is it like, is she seeing Ultima or something? But no, it's literally just it can't be Josh. It can't be Josh for her, because if Joshua was alive and currently reaching out to her, that means all the fucked up shit she did in the last 18 years is like fuck the pure blood nonsense that she was all high and mighty about. Like, she did a whole lot of terrible things, even besides in the attempt to get the pure blood thing going. She did a ton of terrible crap, right? And upon seeing Joshua's face, immediately, like, it was all guilt. It was sort of like, what she specifically call him, a shadow? It was like, no, he has to be a hallucination, because if my boy is alive and I did all this shit, nah. So I appreciate them giving her that realization. Or at least I hope I don't end up being wrong. I hope it doesn't, because I do like that interpretation more than oh, she saw Ultima because he's currently sitting inside of Joshua's chest, you know? I want that to not be, oh shit, I caught this one too late.
Attack! Nice try. Enough.
All right, what are we doing here, Akashic? What are we doing here? The chocobos! Good night. All right. Like, on top of everything, it also meant her new Empire child was never gonna get something out of her. Bahamut's still alive, Phoenix still alive, Clive is this Ifrit, whatever the hell that means, just rubs salt on the wound. Her actions have never been more useless and unjustified. Yeah, as I've watched that scene again and again, ooh, that's a big boy. I have appreciated, like, watching that back, and it's like, yeah, that was literally her being like, I have no other out, because everything I've done to this point was pointless. Yeah, it was like, wow, my entire life's work. How's that one doing, y'all? All right. So I'm happy with her general conclusion. I still wish it was me though that got to do the hit. Oh, god damn it. I kept running and didn't ever turn. Still should have been me, man. But I'll take the narrative. I'll take the narrative plus of it. Fine. Fine. Like, I really zoomed right by where I was supposed to get off. I missed my exit. What are those regular chocobo doing up there? Get him. Yo, nice dodge, Gav. Yo, Gav did a sick-ass dodge. He did like a body roll. Is it pointless? What the fuck can she even say? He survived this long and grew up this healthy despite everything she didn't even know about him holding back Ultima. She can scream at Clive and throw things at him, throw slurs, but... Oh, shit. Oh, well, you know what? Never mind. Fuck these guys. These are all the racists. Yeah, get them. I'm just like, yeah, fuck them. All right. How unfortunate. I feel like those people who play Red Dead 2 and then like specifically go looking around for the Ku Klux Klan inside the game as like the only way I play Red Dead 2 is just walking around killing the KKK. And it's like that's literally all I do in this video game. It's like, you know what? That sounds like a good time. I appreciate your work. Hello, friends. You look like you need the business. Who else was there? What you got over there, Joshy? What you hitting? What you swinging at? Oh no, he's stepping on my petunias. Yeah, I think I might... I want to mess around with my abilities a bit. I kind of miss my combo with Rama. You just happy Joshua was with us now? Yeah. Yeah, the bros. Look at these three brothers. Look at these two brothers and one of their boyfriends. It's amazing. Hello, bombs. Welcome to some bullshit. Thank you for playing. Shit. Wrong spot, wrong spot, wrong spot. Right there. Yep. That works. That works. That works. Uh-oh. Fuck! I'm stuck. All right, moving on. Whee! All right, what y'all got over here? What y'all got stinking up the space? You don't see me, right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys? Hi, Taco. I'll read that in a second while I sneak past these fallen. Punching your younger brother through the chest and detonating a nuclear explosion was just brothers being brothers. It's all good. You know, just getting into one of them brotherly tussles. It's all good, man. It's all cool. Forgive and forget. Still go to the basketball game together. It's chill. Jesus.
I need to deal with these ones first.
What's he doing over there? Oh, he's doing some bullshit. Ah, I see. Oh. Oh, he's doing some bullshit. I was about to say, why do none of these count as... Fuck. Fair enough. Thank you. I actively hate how far back that goes. There it is. Like, you have to space out just right, otherwise... There it is. I'm like, where's my permafrost? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I'm sorry, I've been watching a lot of Jennifer Coolidge. I found a spherical echo. All right. Picked up.
This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Yep. There's definitely not going to be another one here. So let us take our asses back to the hideout. Oh, right. We got to find that marble. Let me not forget about it. Its existence.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Nicks and lumps, the lot of them. Oh, oh, oh. What? What? Uh-oh.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
Oh, right. The Doris mission. Yeah.
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest.
Oh, god damn, I was just there.
My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
I'll insist on going alone. Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Cole was very right to be worried. Also, god damn it. All right, well, let me speak to Yote for a second. Give her this stun award from my bro.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
It's gonna be exciting when this comes to PC. Difficulty and gameplay mods are gonna be great, especially with a year of hindsight gameplay analysis of where its weaknesses lie. Those will probably be good, and I think there will be a lot of fun, like, fan stuff built. Part of me thinks that we should expect a difficulty, not a DLC, a difficulty patch to come out. Like a similar thing to when critical mode just came free to KH3 because it wasn't originally there. But mainly because it's CBU3. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully, but because it's CBU3. It's a thing that they do in 14. Where it's like, no. Playing this entire game, it's quite clear to everyone who played 14. It's like, wow, for better and for worse, this is made by the people who make Final Fantasy 14. And it drives some people up a wall, and then others are like, yeah. I'm one of the yeahs. But the intricacies, and I'm sure it's usually people who've played 14 for the whole decade it's been out, while I've only played for 2 to 3 years now. But the one thing that, from realizing that, has made me go, oh, okay, is because of every single design foible being exactly the same, my brain is also thinking, are they going to release patches? Like not stability patches. Like, am I gonna wake up one day and see it say Final Fantasy 16 1.5? What comes in this patch? We put in a new dungeon? Nothing that crazy. I'm not expecting like literally new content. But in that mode of like releasing like updates to the game, I have a sneaking suspicion that a difficulty mode is going to pop up in this game in like 3 months time, when they're like, okay, so we took everybody's input. Literally a fucking live letter for FF16 is gonna pop up in my YouTube feed, and I'm gonna play it thinking I'm watching like FF14 FanFest, the live letter that happens during that. I think I'm gonna be watching that, and then I'm gonna see it say Final Fantasy 16 on the screen instead and be like, what? I'm sorry? What is this about? And then it's gonna be like, so we introduced 3 new enemies to the Rosaria area. We added a new difficulty mode that you can access from the beginning. We decided to rebalance these boss fights and then just have a list of like 4 boss fights. So we rebalance this so that it'd be more fun to fight as while using Garuda, and just be like, what the fuck? What? Why? Why are you updating this like an MMO? Because that's what we do, baby. Now it might not happen. There's a good, like, I think my hope and delusion is like a 30% chance, and the other 70% is this is how the game's gonna be, and just and yeah, we're just gonna live off of fan mods when it hits PC. But that 30% feels real strong in my heart. She's pretty to me type beat. I'm just like, I'm gonna wake up to some real dumb nonsense in terms of the update to this game.
Thank you.
FF16 file mix will add Leviathan and data icon fights.
I'm very glad to hear it.
Stuff like that.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know.
They have the format to include data icon fights.
Never of the danger to
They could do it.
No more than you have minding my brother.
Just add another layer in the menu for the
I thank you for it.
I am honored.
Oh, what's the name of the stone that's literally in the hideaway?
Beg you.
Just add another menu item.
Do not give too
There you
much
go.
of yourself for the sake
Harder
of
icon
others.
fights.
We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Maybe I should have listened to what Yote was saying. I didn't pay attention. It's fine. It'll be fine. That's a lot of experience. Y'all shouldn't be giving me that much. Oh my god, I have so much AP. Jesus. I can't wait to see what crossover this gets with 14, possibly coinciding with 14's 10-year anniversary. That'd be fun too. Yeah, that'll be neat. All right. Yeah, let me hear about this mobile sighting again. In Rosario. Yeah, we're heading back to Rosario, right? I'm sorry. The fuck is this? There's another new one? I gotta do so many hunts. Also, I like that there's the Magath brothers. There's 3 of them. I wonder what this is a play on. Who could they be a reference to? All right. Those goddamn sisters, I'm gonna burn them. Rare part of those black shields who spy on Lost Wing were taken by Aetherflood. However, we have received reports that this one yet lives. A zealot. Oh, he's in Lost Wing? Okay. I'll go beat his ass later. Whispering Waters. Got it. So this is where Leviathan ended up. Problem is that, well, actually that's not a problem, because it could just be like 15. So the crossover for 14 with Final Fantasy 15 was that literally Noctis came through a portal, because fuck it, why not? And for whatever reason, his Garuda followed him here into Eorzea in 14. So part of the missions for the Final Fantasy 15 crossover event is fighting FF15's Garuda instead of 14's Garuda. Which I don't remember being... Oh, 15 got to fight 14 Garuda too? Nice. I don't even remember... Taco, do you remember how that fight went? I don't remember it being like crazy different. But I don't know. But they could do a similar thing. But that feels like kind of... I hope they don't, because that feels kind of not lazy, but just like, oh, don't repeat the same idea that you used for the 15 crossover. If anything, I am hoping that we still find out. It's like, oh, hey, guess what? By the way, this was a shard. It was a shard all along. Though if it is a shard, that means this game's gonna have a very depressing ending. Because there's no way this is anything but the fire shard.
She's still here.
And that was already consumed in a calamity
Just 'cause the heavens
in the past. So
Let's get this stall set.
like it would have to be the fire shard, right? Because of Ifrit. Because of Ifrit. Oh. Who wants to tickle my Nancy? Where the hell is she? Was she downstairs? Nope.
I've got greens of all
Looking for
shapes
shelter.
and sizes. Colours too. Mostly green.
How do?
The raids are just the boss fights from this game port as is, but tweaked to account for 14 players slow asses. Nah, well, yeah, the crossover will... Well, you know what? Yeah, the crossover might be a big old... May actually be a raid. Because the 15 crossover isn't a raid series. But you would think that 16 would get a raid series, right? Which means it would be the 7... I would assume it'd be the 7.0 one. I'm going insane.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
There could be repeats since there are more shards and elements on the wheel. Bahamut wasn't even elementally aligned, if I recall right. In 14? In 14, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, he's like, he's the light guy here. Oh, here she is.
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
Creeping.
Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought.
He was just astral or umbral? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me.
Oh.
Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you.
This sounds personal.
I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Okay. Dion shows up in 14, turns into Bahamut. Starts charging Terra's at a flare. Everyone starts screaming. They won't scream at Terra. We've already dealt with Bahamut using Terra Flare. The fight with Bahamut in this game, when he uses Terra Flare, and then Joshua protects us as Phoenix in a bubble. That is literally the fight from Coils in 14. There's the first set of normal raids in 14, the very end of it, Bahamut starts using Terra Flare. We're like, shit. And then Phoenix goes, I got it. That is a shot-for-shot recreation of the Binding Coils in this video game. So we won't scream at that in 14. Or at least the Warrior of Light won't scream at it. Other people will be like, ah! Warrior of Light's just gonna look at us like, again? This shit again? Alright. What probably? But Zeta Flare, yeah, no, that we've not dealt with that yet. Now granted, we have literally stopped the end of the universe in 14 at this point. So power scaling wise, it's a weird conversation right now. That's why Ozzy, whenever we're talking about what they're gonna do with 7.0 on stream, like when me, Taco, and like Joe when he's here, or Verde, we start bringing that stuff up. It's literally because we're in a place right now where and it didn't feel like power creep. Like they did a good job of like, it doesn't feel like power creep, but we're at a point where we're busted. The Warrior of Light is busted. As I would probably say, as busted as you could call Clive, except Clive's busted comes in a more like literal sense where he's the physical manifestation of seemingly God's avatar. Whereas the Warrior of Light in 14 is a 8th 14th piece of like the strongest warrior of the ancient civilization pre-reckoning. You get it? You're unironically the closest thing to an ancient that's still alive. Yeah, exactly. Everyone else, because in 14, to keep it short, there was a oh god, was it even called anymore, Taco? I shouldn't be talking about 14 lore in 16. Jesus Christ.
They haven't broken camp yet.
Sundering.
How did Doris come to know a slave?
Aerith's our descendant? Yes. The Sundering happens.
We've waited long enough.
The universe is split into 14 parts. There are 7 calamities.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
Every calamity recombines one of the shards back into the source shard.
Presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many.
So everyone's supposed to be 7/14ths whole again.
Yes, Mom.
But because of some shit we did in one of the expansions, we're 8/14ths whole. Which, just that much is enough to be like, I can kill gods now. I can just end several. Since we've done Shadowbringers, we have fought at minimum 12 gods. And I'm not talking about the 12 in the game. Of those, we fought 8 of them. But we fought 4 other gods besides them. It's fucking hilarious. Hi, Ghost. How y'all doing?
Get him!
You liking the show, lady? Do you like it? Do you like the show? Let me show you what this does. You like the show, ma'am? Oh. Oh. Like, you will die with this move, god damn it. It just kept missing. But yeah, we've reached a point where the JRPG thing of killing God has happened roughly 12 times. Yeah. So that's why in 7.0 we're all like trying to figure out, it's like, are they going to just keep on this train and figure out how to make us think that anything can be a threat to us, or are they going to figure out a way to depower us in some sense by either introducing a new type of power to scale by that makes our shit mute and null, or by literally sapping power from us. I am a fan of new power scale. That's why I keep saying Dark Continent, new power scale. Like literally, you thought you were cool shit killing gods and stuff. That's just because these dudes over here are too bored and lazy to go do it themselves, because they could have done it in a second. They are monsters compared to, they could have done it easy peasy, but they were like, nah, that wimp over there can take care of it. They ain't shit for us. You level up from 99 to level 1. Yeah, just wrap it back around. That'd be fun. We're at level 90 cap now, so if they do, that question comes after 7.0 of what they're gonna do at level 100.
Not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender.
Yes, Taco. That's what I'm
Do with
thinking.
me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Okay, stabs her. Oh, let me. Oh, you know what, Doris? Yeah, you get to stab her. That's fine. Go ahead.
Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
You should stab your mom.
Terrible. Surely. We had our fun, too.
Doris, let me tell you something about missing your chance on stabbing your mom, okay? Clive is being very serious. Like, you don't want to miss your chance. She might take it from you. Stab her while you can do it.
But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
Just do it.
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
Why are we saying farewell?
You are a righteous child.
Why are we letting her live?
Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
This shouldn't be a question. She's just gonna go like 5 blocks over and enslave other bearers.
What do you want to do with her?
Yeah, what?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore.
I am.
She no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything.
I don't like this. It's too clean.
Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
Doris, I don't have enough blood drenching my vampiric clothes. I'm too dry today. I need to be wet, Doris. Drenched. Drowning in it. Alright. Yeah, no, but yeah, that's why I'm thinking I was thinking specifically Taco, yeah. That, because they introduced Dynamis, so it'd be perfect if... Ooh, this seems like a special cutscene I should pay attention to. So I will.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you say...
Okay, never mind, it's not that
smuggled
special.
across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry.
Who in the Empire is arresting anyone right now? There are people still around for that?
You came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid.
I thought the whole fiasco with Dion kind of like blew most of them up.
And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
They have a working government? But yeah, they introduced Dynamis, so might as well pop off with it, right? And then it's like, well, yeah, Dark Continent. You go out there and they're all like, oh, what do you call it? Dynamis. You mean this? And then they just show off. And it's like, yeah, like kids can do that here. What are you what? Was it? Oh, ether. Yeah, sure. Of course. We can also do ether stuff, but I mean, like, we handle this all the time. Although the only problem with this is that it kind of throws the whole Endwalker situation into a bit of a mess. Because it's like, y'all couldn't stop the end of the world over here? Me and my little pittance of Dynamis managed to save the entire universe? Y'all couldn't just sneeze on this motherfucker? Y'all couldn't sneeze on her? Also retroactively explain how 114s like Artibert and Ranjit ever stood a chance against you. Oh yeah, that too. Because their Dynamis was supporting them. Like, I'm very much a fan of the explanation of Dynamis being introduced as like a real mainstay. It's like, no, this is important in all your fights now. But it does, like, I feel like it might accidentally diminish the last big enemy threat that we faced. Because, like, you're telling me there's a bunch of people out here who could have just wrecked Medion? Takes a second for the infrastructure to realize its collapse. Fair enough. I would assume the shield around the planet inhibited Dynamis until a certain thing died, so suddenly it gets a huge boost. Oh, okay, I see. So, X-Men being introduced into the MCU. It wasn't there the whole time, and then ooh, shield came down, aka multiverse shenanigans. Oh my god, there are so many mutants. Oh my god. Although it seems like they're actually trying to explain that as, nah, they were here the whole time. Because I don't read comics, period. So I saw a good like explanation as to how that could work actually. There's a couple stories in X-Men of several different mutants like having enough power to just erase the memory of the entirety of Earth. And for, like, I guess aliens and stuff, like anyone out in space, they see a mutant, they might just think, oh yeah, that's an alien. All right, they have powers. Ooh. So that won't matter much if any of them recognize somebody, goes like, oh yeah, they have powers. What do you mean? But I have seen people speculate, if they don't go with the multiverse explanation as to how X-Men show up, that they're gonna go with, oh, a bunch of shit in their like lives have, like, a bunch of stuff in the X-Men timeline has occurred, and then this one powerful mutant erased the entirety of humanity's memory of mutants to keep them safe. And it's with whatever event occurs that's like, and everyone has their memory back. Either has their memory back, or it's like you just erase the memory for a bit, but if new memories form, oopsie. So it's like it just starts popping out. We were dealing with this problem over here. Why weren't you helping us with this? That could have Days of Future Past it. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that is also possible. And that could be the exact thing that happens in 7.0. if we stay on Etheris and don't go shard hopping, or even if we go a little shard hopping as a treat, but mainly stay on the source, is that it could be we get to Mericidia and it's like, yo, why didn't any of y'all who could do like this super cool stuff help us out when the world was ending? Yeah, we would have loved to, except do you see this nonsense over here? Where were y'all? It was like, we didn't know that was happening. We were looking up into the sky. Why did I do that? I literally want to teleport to Rosaria. Why did I do that? I was listening to the music for the hideaway because I'm standing here. God damn it. All right, where's the water place? The watering something other. Yeah, that was later on, Abby. Critics Jump, the docks, Huit Bridge, Strand, Cypress Stops, Porto Solde. There is a fight down by Porto Solde. There's one spot that I've been wanting to check. Oh, there it is. Whispering Waters. Okay. Here we go. Without spoiling anything, the EW Hildy quests do introduce several new alien races. Jesus Christ, Hildy. What's that man getting himself into? God damn it, I have to do the Hildebrand quests. I have to catch up. He's a menace and it's becoming too much to keep up with. Alright, the turn's literally right here. Into the trusses. Ooh, watery. Very watery. Show me your body, carrots. You're so orange. Oh my. Oh my. Hi, carrot.
Couldn't have been just any mobile, could it? Right then.
Oh, he's doing a lot. Wow, rage already. You're not supposed to do that already. Can you get your goop out of my face, please and thank you? No. Fuck. Okay, noted. Can't stop it. If it's happening, it's happening. Just missed it. Alright. Uh-oh. Get the fuck out of here. Oh! Acid rain. That's new. Oh my. Oh, these are some sick ass moves. Those are some sick ass moves. How did you know those sick ass moves? There we go. okay, you're over there.
Too slow.
Stop it. Wanna see some real shit? That was cute that you thought to do that. You know what's even cuter? My fist up your ass. What?
You're finished.
What I'm trying to say is that I want recompense for imagined servers being seen, dude. Jesus. Murakumo. There's my mobile flower. I needed that.
That was definitely anything but ordinary.
I don't know.
Let's get this vine back to the yard.
I kind of forgot about my whole dodge move there again, which is unfortunate. All right. Yes, we did that. Before we return back to where we need to be, let's just go grab this real quick. Right? Get that out of the way. Might as well come back and get both my pluses at the same time. But hey, I am in fact making good time to getting all of my side quests done. I thought I'd be in a bit more of a pickle when that first hour went by so quickly and I was still doing I think the first freaking quest. I was like, Jesus Christ. Hi, friends. Oh my God, they're woke? Fuck. Not the woke agenda. I'm upset that I can't hit them off. How you doing, Gav? Gav really likes pulling them into like random corners. All right. Sphere.
2 down, 1 to go.
And the last one is right next to some other nonsense. So before we hit up under new management. Oh no. What happened to our boo who really wanted our cock? You cock. Missy Benedicta. Forever and always.
Sell anything today?
What was... Who just did the voice that I always make when I'm making fun of someone? When I'm making a dumbass voice. Who did that? Sell anything today? Ooh. I don't know why I pressed active time when I was trying to get ambrosia. Should we try a hunt after I finish these up? Maybe try a hunt. A real one, not carrot. Carrot doesn't count. I'm feeling like a bit of a hunt. I would like a bit of a hunt. Oh, it's this little corner that I saw before that I was like, I bet something important's gonna be back here. Yeah. It was for a side quest. That's important.
This might take a while.
That's crazy. Yeah, do your protect. Do it. Ow. Brothers, assemble. You know what? I might die, but also it'd be pretty sick.
Over here.
All right. It's probably good for the other nations that Barney never decided to employ multiple dominants in a single battle, because he had 3 at one point, including himself. Well, probably because I don't think that was ever actually even one of the real game plans, right? I don't know when the whole sucking on Ultima's teats occurred, but Barnabas seems to have been down with the plan for a bit. So I'm especially considering like the far reach of that religion through the entirety of Ash, it seems. So I wouldn't be surprised if the whole like fighting the other empires was literally an attempt, the other kingdoms and the empire, even starting that fight was just an attempt to like stoke the birth of Mr. Mythos right here, like to facilitate it, right? Because Barnabas is like old. Don't be fooled by his sexual energy and his Antonio Banderas, Javier Bardem personality.
And you're just gonna fall into line.
Dude is old. They outright mention it was like he's, don't know what's up with that, but he's older because he's been ruling the kingdom for like 40 years, and he still look like he might be in his 30s. So something weird's happening there. So I wouldn't be surprised if anything he did was just like trying to help birth a situation where Mythos was findable, because they were waiting for the birth of Mythos. So
my wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's
as I think a screenshot of Goots.
The High Cardinal
What caption says, I've had a British voice that says bit sad in it stuck in my head for the last. Could it only be motivated by doing what Ultima asked for motivation for a thrilling battle, so he was just lethargic and any other decision otherwise?
Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants. with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen.
Is it time for a bit of folly?
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec.
Yeah, sure, why not?
A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. Now, any attempt to incite mutiny would
my soldiers, let us return to our former glory.
Around town. Mutiny
like that.
may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation.
When those beneath us knew their place.
To elevate others.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf?
I mean, I could stab him.
Services to Northreach. You have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
Yeah, sure. Although, would just like to mention, I know Clive is a clever fellow, boy. He isn't big dumb rocks in the head. So I can and he's been running the whole hideaway revolution. Well, not running everything. Otto's been keeping the hideaway spick and span. But he's been the front of the revolution for 5 years. So I know the boy's got some strategy, strategic, can think and plan. But why so many people like, can you go talk to them? It's like, why is Clive the first person you go to for talking? You know what my skill set is.
I'll see what I can do.
It's stabbing and putting things on fire real good.
Where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme?
We're not going to bring up all the other spells I can do now, because I've been sucking icons dry.
All right. Wish me luck.
Like, madame, you would have been... Isabel, you would have loved to have been in the room when I shucked Jill dry of her powers. You would have been flabbergasted. You would have never known I had it in me.
Let's hope we didn't make a strong impression.
Would have never known that I could be doing it like that. Put my whole hip into it.
Halt.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna stab him real good.
You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
Ad break in 3 minutes. I notice it's not giving me the snooze option this time, though.
You are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt.
I recognize this dude.
I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek or favor?
He was in the council.
I thought only to inquire about...
When the Emperor was just like, you figure it out.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question.
How did Dorsey's slave-running master get arrested?
Necessary, so that
He's literally saying right now they don't have a functioning government.
Be fed, outfitted, and paid.
Who arrested her?
A defender of the Empire. And yet there are those.
This is what happens when you do side quests way later.
That I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely.
Oh.
The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
Is that your daughter?
A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
Time to go speak to the people.
Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
And then we'll talk to the 500 people sat right here. Got it. This is a conversation about politics. Oh no. Oh, my knee all of a sudden got itchy.
Was that shouting I heard from
Oh no. Yes, it was.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually.
Some booty
I
cheeks.
wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders.
Him.
It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
I don't think they like him. Yeah, it don't sound good for that Duke. It don't sound good for him.
Sell anything
I think the people are quite upset.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Here you have it. They should. They should let Isabel run Northreach. Why not?
A question.
Just because she runs a house of ladies of the night. That means she's good with commerce.
Build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude
Wait, he
awakening.
has chains?
We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's
He be having spinners on his neck?
Whatever it
Spinners? Got the spinners on his neck? Well, nah.
Seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
I might have to take him seriously now, though.
What do you think?
He got the thick 24-karat gold chain on his neck?
Was that shouting I heard from the
Y'all
back?
don't tell me that. You didn't tell me he was a player.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
One at a time now.
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
Are you one of the people that I beat up that one time?
I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Okay, so is that gonna be the pattern here? He's still getting rocked.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
He was right in the first half. He had a point there. Empires don't come for free. He's super right. And then when he mentioned the reap the benefits part, that's when we all go, oh. Oh, no. Well, I mean, but it's fine. It's not like Sanbreque is one of those empires that holds gladiatorial combat or nothing. Come on, that'd be ridiculous. They wouldn't do something like that. That'd be wild. Townsperson.
Do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
This is an interesting split occurring. But yeah, it's essentially one side being like, yeah, it's just gonna be a bunch of us broke as shit begging for our lives. That's,
give you any trouble.
that's not even a life to live. And then the other side being like, well, hey, yeah, taxes are tough, you know? But the Empire.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds.
Are you gonna summarize what I've just seen?
As a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Yes.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
I don't know if that sounded like we got the conclusion we wanted.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
The way he ended that with, no matter how I do it to protect the ones I love, makes me think that he's like, yeah, fuck it. Empire it is. Tariff it up. If that's the best way to keep you safe, then so be it. That's kind of what it sounded like he was saying. But that's because I don't trust anybody.
Ah, Clive.
But my mama and my brother.
Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
It went as well as you thought it would.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
Oh!
What happened to your uniform?
Did you
I
quit?
handed it in.
Oh! Okay, never
Told the
mind.
lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Nice.
Why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not
Your
following
cheeks.
some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
This man is bragging about clapping cheeks right in front of me.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again.
I was about to say, there's gonna be a there's gonna be another side quest in a second. I'm literally about to get a new side quest in 10 seconds. God damn it. Ooh. Is that a level up I see? It is. It is. I'm so powerful. Alright, let me see it. What? Is there one in town? Uh-oh. Is there gonna be another run of side quests? You bastards. Bastards. I was free. Come on. Alright. Let's hand these in. Yeah, where are they at? Dungeon and okay.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Nicks and lumps, a lot of them. The sleepy time is taking over my body now. Which means, obviously, that after I finish streaming, I'm going to take a walk in the darkness for an hour. Come back with a donut.
Ah, Sid! Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So...
Come back with a donut and a dream.
News or bad?
Good news.
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit him to the smelter right away!
What is this to get me again? Like, this was the potion dude, but I don't think this is gonna get me more potions. I think this might... I assume it's gonna power up the healing potency.
The Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again,
Look at that
Sid,
Monster Hunter
and I ain't
furnace.
about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it, yeah.
Give him the damn bag, Clive.
Buy me a bigger...
Nope.
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect.
Oh, that's actually amazing.
Metal, see? So it's lovely
I
and
had,
strong.
for some reason, I didn't even think about the fact
If you can believe it.
that what we did to get more potions last time was to stretch out our current bag.
That is the spirit. You'll love it. I promise.
And that's so stupid. Why did my brain not catch that the first time? And now Clive is like, you could just get me a bigger bag. Why are we doing all this to my little leather bag? We could just buy a new one.
Do you reckon?
It'd be faster. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. I forgot that option.
Genius. Thank you, Owain.
Shh. Don't mention it. You earned it.
Don't thank him for
I
that.
wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now.
Got serious.
That's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Free me from this. So it is just more. It literally is just gonna be, yep. Even more potions. Inventory maximized. Yeehaw. 8, 5, 4, and 4. There you go. Alright, maxed out. I wonder if you carried that over to New Game Plus as well.
Miss,
Ooh.
can we read Miss Editor's
Get out of my way, children. I'm a dumbass and don't know the right way to go.
Canva lost.
It can. And it is.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
I'm trying to think what I'm going to stream next.
Lady Karen's
Quite honestly. I really want to play that Metroidvania 9 Years of Shadow that I like popped in for 3 seconds just to see how it felt. It felt amazing. So I think that's what I'm going to stream after I come back from vacation, or maybe before vacation, because if I finish this week, then I have another week and a half before vacation, and I assume it's a short enough game that I could just bang out.
Sid, I can't help but notice.
And then we'll play Street Fighter 6 after I get back from vacation until Armored Core comes out.
Here. It's your problem now.
Yeah, take this disgusting thing off my hands.
Amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morgan
Why'd you say it like that?
When I successfully graft this to the Morgan beards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
Sometime later. Damn. I guess that tendril really did do the job. Place is flourishing.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well. I'm glad I could be of assistance. You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
Nice. So now we have more potions and super potions. That's good. All right. Invigorated. Further increasing consumable potency. Exactly. There you go. I'm powerful. Yes. Yes. It was I. Grandmaster Fletch. Now restore even more HP. With 2Ds. What? Yes. Okay. With that, we are good on side quests. Yeehaw. So that means next time, which will either be tomorrow or Saturday, we're gonna go back into the main quest, and I'm hoping, like, this was just a bet on my end, but I think that I'm gonna essentially just have a straight path to the end game. There might be one more section with side quests, considering what Isabel just said back at Northreach. And if there is, I'm gonna lose my mind. Hopefully there isn't, because I would like to end this in a single stream. So, just to play it safe, maybe I should stream on Thursday and Saturday. We'll see. But thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Have yourselves a lovely sleepy baby night. Goodbye.